Good evening and welcome to this regular meeting of the Planning Board of the City of Birmingham for Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Could we please call the roll?
Bob Klein.
Present.
Robin Boyle. Stuart Jeffries. David Larson. Daniel Sher.
Here.
Janelle Wolfe-Boyce. Brian Williams.
Present.
Duncan Curry.
Here.
Missy Linden.
Here.
All right, we are court. Let's move forward to review and approval of the minutes from the meeting on June 10th. Any comments?
Two corrections.
Mr. Scher.
On page 1 of the minutes, item B, where it says motion by Boyle, seconded by Larson, to motion as amended, that should be to approve, not motion.
Yes.
And then on page 4, let me see if I got this right. In the motion again, it says seconded by Scher to motion, so the to motion should be deleted.
Yes.
It's a motion that the July 8th meeting be both.
Yes. And in fact, be and site plan, not and site plan.
Yes, correct, and.
Okay. Any other comments? Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion.
Move to approve the minutes of, whatever that date was, as amended.
June 10th.
June 10th, as amended.
Motion, Mr. Scher. Do we have a second?
Support.
Support, Mr. Williams. Any conversation at a board level? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion unanimous. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody, tonight. We have a good old-fashioned site plan meeting tonight. I know there have been a little bit of dynamics with the agenda, but all is well. We will move forward. There will be an opportunity for the public to comment tonight on each item as we go along through. Please wait your turn, and I will announce the time at which public input will be received and provide some directions at that time. Mr. Dupuy, I know that we've got a little bit of change in the agenda to a degree. Can you just kind of elaborate on what we're going to do here tonight?
Sure thing, and it's, I guess, less of a change to the agenda, but it's more of the action on the agenda. The first item for 35001 to 35075 Woodward, a request to postpone has been submitted to a date certain of July 22nd. So I'd ask that when we get there, you
Okay.
consider postponing. Otherwise, the one for 260 North Old Woodward was submitted, a request to postpone was submitted prior to the agenda being posted.
Fair
it's
enough.
A similar date certain, July 22nd.
All right. Well, let's dive right in. Community impact study for 35001 and 35075 Woodward. This is the project at the northwest corner of Woodward and Maple. There's a community impact study, item H1, but there's also a site plan and design review, which is item J1. Preliminary, pardon me. These are two different approvals, but we're going to talk about them all at once. We have a request from the applicant to postpone this to July 22nd in order to continue work on their traffic impact study. Any conversation at the board level?
No.
I think it's probably wise that we not spend time on it tonight if there's holes in the plan. All right, I would entertain a motion if someone was so inclined.
I will move that we postpone item H1, request for review and acceptance of the community impact study for 35001 and 35075 Woodward, and item J1, request for preliminary site plan review for the same address, be postponed to the date of July 22, 2026.
Support.
Motion, Mr. Scher, second, Mr. Williams. Any conversation at a board level?
To the public.
To the public, any conversation on the motion from the public? On the motion to postpone until the July 22nd? Hearing none, we'll bring it back to the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion unanimous. Moving right along, we have a special land use permit for 260 North Old Woodward, Terra, as well as a final site plan review for 260 North Old Woodward. Again, two different approvals, but they have as well requested a postponement. Any conversation at the board? I would entertain a motion.
So I'd make the same motion, but substituting items I-1 and J2,
Yeah.
and the address 260 North Old Woodward for the relevant pieces in the first one.
Yes. So that's postponement to July 22nd?
Correct.
This one's different, though. It's a special land use permit as
Oh, yes.
opposed to
Oh,
community
okay.
impact study.
Yep.
I think it's clear.
You want me to say the
I think
whole
it's
thing?
clear. I think it's clear.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a motion, Mr. Chair. Do we have support, Mr. Williams? Conversation at the board. To the public, anyone care to comment on the postponement of 260 North Old Woodward Terra, special land use permit and site plan, final site plan design review to July 22nd? Seeing none, we will bring it back to the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion unanimous. All right, let's move forward. Let's see, someone who wants to talk to us. We have a special land use permit and a final site plan and design review for 168 West Maple, Tuta. These are two separate approvals, but we're going to talk about them at once because they are so intertwined. Well, yeah, Ms. Belinsky, are you going to walk us through this?
Yep, sure. And so the plans, I believe the plans are starting on page 65, if anybody wants to flip to that. I'm gonna do my best with pronunciation. I believe it's Teuda, so that's what I'm gonna go with in the presentation. And I'll try to be brief. We have seen this a couple of times before, so I'll cover that in the presentation and also just try to, focus on what's new here. So 168 West Maple, Teuda is a existing food and drink establishment that currently does not serve alcoholic beverages for on-premise consumption. They're on the north side of West Maple between Pierce and Henrietta. And so they have actually currently submitted a special land use permit application to become a new bistro, so that they then will serve alcoholic beverages for on-premise consumption. And so with that, they will be required to provide outdoor dining, and that is the majority, the main, I guess what you're looking at the site plan here tonight. They're really not proposing changes to the, well, they are proposing changes to the interior, but mainly so that they can provide the outdoor dining, and they will provide that on private property within the current footprint of the building by moving the exterior frontage back inward to create a sort of outdoor dining terrace. I guess if you think of kind of how Dico Dow's did it, I imagine it would be similar in just that you would have the building overhang. It's within the footprint of the current building, but it is outdoor dining. They would have a fully, a new exterior facade between the interior restaurant and the outdoor dining. And so the outdoor dining area will be, as I said, on private property. They're proposing to have 8 tables with, I counted 30 seats total. And there's no other changes to the interior other than to move the wall. So something else to know is that on November 10th, of 2025, last year, they did get moved forward by the city commission for the bistro process. They were one of the 2 for that year to be approved to continue with the process. And so they described their business to the city commission as an eclectic American menu, and that they're focused on breakfast and lunch, and their current hours of operation are Sunday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So also you may remember that previously they had applied for final site plan and design review prior to the bistro process, so that was actually a separate application. It was for outdoor dining as well. We saw that twice here where we discussed the possibilities, and they had proposed outdoor dining in a deck in the ADA space. They're no longer proposing that, and it was postponed initially on May 14th, and then again on June 11th of 2025. So that was last summer. So to give them more time to explore other options other than the use of the ADA for outdoor dining, which they have done. And so what they came up with is what you see tonight, which is the interior outdoor dining. Not interior like it will be interior, but interior to the building footprint. So other than that, there weren't changes to things like dumpsters, mechanical equipment, landscaping. They're just proposing that where the current facade of the building is, there's like a little like 6-inch concrete bottom that will remain, and then on top of that, they'll put planters. Where they remove the window, there'll be planters that will have herbs and things like that. And then a nano wall style door between the exterior dining and the interior dining. They're also proposing a couple of overhead fans in the building overhang over the outdoor dining, and then on the facade of the building, you'll notice that they're proposing some like slatted, I don't know if they're called awnings, slatted shade structures that will help to provide additional shade for the outdoor dining. There's the rest of the details in your packet about the design review, which we did find satisfactory. They're meeting the standards laid out there, and that's about it. We did recommend approval. We had no zoning issues with this. They will obviously be required to enter into an outdoor dining annual license with the city, and then also to enter into the contract for the special land use permit that we require at the city commission. If I can answer any questions, I'm happy to do that, and I know the applicant is here tonight as well.
Just to clarify, the awning off the building extends over the sidewalk, but it is how much? I know we're allowed to go, is it 50%? Ms. Walensky?
So the awning over the sidewalk, I just looked at that today.
I see 20% on the drawing is what they're doing.
Sorry, which drawing are you looking at?
In the partial building section 4.
It's 2/3 the width of the sidewalk or 5 feet, whichever is less.
All right, so they qualify, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just confirming.
Yep.
Thanks, Nick.
Yep. Yep.
Any other questions for Ms. Walensky? Mr. Sheriff?
Continuing with the awning, is the awning attached to the part of the building that overhangs the new outdoor dining? It's not clear to me from the drawing where it's anchored.
So I believe it's anchored to, so the facade exactly as it is now, anchored to the front of that.
Well, but like 8 or 10 feet up, is that what you're saying? Because the facade is actually, as it is now, isn't going to exist.
Correct, yeah, so like it's the glazing that is.
Could you go to page 65 of our packet? There's a section 4, section 3 and section 4 that show, I think will answer Mr. Scher's question. Keep going down in the
Am I
packet.
not in the right?
Keep going down. A little bit further.
I think you meant up, actually.
I'm sorry.
Page 65,
Am I on the wrong
back to
page?
65.
I was on 65.
To
Am
the
I?
right.
Oh, okay, just zoom out.
There you go.
Yes.
Can you
So,
point to the awning for us all? please?
okay, yes, this.
Okay. And then the second question is, who is responsible for structural engineering to assure that the overhang is adequately supported?
The building division?
Okay, are you certain about that, or it sounded a little...
Oh, no, I'm certain.
Oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, the building division.
okay.
Any other questions?
I got a question.
Yeah, Mr. Curry.
The inside wall of the terrace, is that glass, like retractable glass?
Yeah, so I just have
wall
on the
or
plans that it's a
bifold?
sliding glass panel, nano wall or similar. I'd be happy to let the applicant answer more specific questions about the style of door they selected.
But it's definitely glass.
Yes.
Just
Here's I guess there's a kind of a picture there.
Okay. Well, if there are no other questions for staff, the applicant is here, along with his architect. They would care to come forward and provide any other color, and then if there are any other questions, maybe they could speak to the nano wall and.
Hi, John Gardner, Lukenbach, Ziegelman Gardner Architects. Phillips.
Wonderful.
Here to address, I mean, I think it's been discussed accurately, here to elaborate, discuss any questions you might have. Answer, first of all, question, the entire interior separation between the outdoor dining and the existing dining room, those are all glass doors, so light can come in, people from the outside can see in, total transparency. The awnings that are proposed for the existing facade mimic the interior slatted wood design that previously and is existing inside the building. It's just basically turning it upside down and repeating that same element. The awnings, the bottom of the awnings are 10 feet off from the sidewalk, project 2 feet 10 out over the sidewalk, add some shading, add some texture to the facade of the building, new lighting in the outdoor terrace area, as Leah said, ceiling fans for circulation, wall sconces, some overhead lighting as well. Basically, the colors, materials are similar to the existing restaurant. Ceilings a grayish color. Wall colors are not quite a Birmingham green, but they're kind of a aloe green color. Continue the same motif. There's a beautiful existing tile that is in that location right now. All that tile work remains and continues out into the outdoor dining area. The existing, call it knee wall that supports the outdoor glazing right now will remain. That varies between 8 and 10 inches above the sidewalk level based on the existing grade. That will all remain, be capped with a stone material and then galvanized planters that will be anchored to the stone cap so it doesn't go over, be filled with soil and everything, so the weight will be substantial on there, but it'll be mechanically fastened so that someone can't accidentally knock it over. Be planted with herbs, fresh herbs, sage, rosemary, thyme, etc., that will be used in the cooking process.
And if I can help you out, John, some of the things he's been saying, I can't remember if you said it, forgive me, Leah, but they were here for a pre-app relatively recently.
Right.
And for example, that was one of the items of feedback we gave them. Could you not just place planters there to get knocked over into the sidewalk? Could you have something a little more firm? I think they took great care to resolve, if that's the right word, some of the feedback that they were given, so.
We took to heart everything that was commented on in a positive manner and incorporated that as well. Took everything off from the sidewalk, moved it within the property line. We had some shades up, thinking that would be acceptable in case there was a solar issue, but we've removed those as well.
That's great.
We did everything you wanted us to do.
Great. Any questions for the applicant, Mr. Scher?
So again, I guess I had a little trouble with understanding these drawings. I'm not an architect.
Okay.
The outdoor dining area, am I correct that I parked for this knee wall all year long, it's open so that there's open space between the property line and the relocated interior or devising wall that cuts the interior off from the outdoor dining area, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? Great. Let's go to the public. Is there anyone from the public that would care to comment on this proposal? Anyone from the public? If you're online, you can use the raise your hand function. If you're on Zoom, if you are here, you can come forward. Going once, going twice. All right, we'll bring it back to the board. Thank you. I'd just like to say I appreciate you working with us, and this is a tough site. You know, you don't have the traditional options of outdoor dining that some other places do, so I appreciate you being clever. I don't know I want to see this on every building, but it's clever, and I think it's pretty.
Thank you.
So, anybody else from the board care to comment? Mr. Curry?
This could be a year-round site then, right?
I'm sorry?
This could be used year-round?
Yeah, there'll be heat lamps in the
Okay.
ceiling, and on, given days, those could be
Great.
turned on, and it may not be, super toasty out there, but could be warm enough for hot drinks and coffee and.
Great.
Which, for the record, is legal. I think we throw that term around a little bit too loosely. There are no enclosures that are going to allow this year-round, but heaters and things, when it's comfortable, yes. Just to clarify.
Well, and it's on private property, so he doesn't have to remove it.
Right.
Yes, our current outdoor dining
Yep.
law allows for this to be used
Great.
year-round.
Any other comments from the board? I'd entertain a motion if anyone was interested.
But we need two, right?
We do need two.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sample motion's only one.
So,
So I'm going to move to adopt the findings of the planning department in the report dated May 9? No. It's a report dated.
it says May 9, but I think that's a
June 24.
Oh, June 24? Yep. We're still not quite perfect on that.
It's June 24.
Sorry, my proofreader
Yeah, okay.
didn't
So
catch that.
I'm gonna move to adopt the findings of the planning department in the report dated June 24, 2026, related to the approval criteria outlined in Article 7, Section 7.27 of the zoning ordinance, and recommend approval of the special land use permit for 168 West Maple to subject to the following conditions. The applicant must comply with the requests of all city departments.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
727.
I'm
Second?
not sure if it's 727 or 726. Yeah, Nick's.
We have a second by Mr. Curry. Mr. Dupuy.
A friendly amendment, if you're willing, related to what you're talking about.
726?
727 is the site plan section. 736
723?
No, 736.
is the special land use section.
736.
I wasn't sure if you
I'll
didn't do this.
stand corrected that the special land use is 7.36.
Perfect. Is that acceptable, Mr. Chair?
Duncan.
Oh,
yes.
Duncan, I'm sorry. I'm still used to standing alley over here. All right, we have a motion by Mr. Williams, second by Mr. Curry, related to 7.36. Do we have any conversation at the board level? Seeing none to the public, is there anyone from the public who would care to comment on the motion to recommend approval of the special land use permit for Teuta? Seeing no one come forward, seeing no one online, we'll bring it back to the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion unanimous. Now, we
I'm
do
gonna-
have site plan now.
I'm going to move to adopt the findings of the planning department in the report dated June 24, 2026, related to the approval criteria outlined in Articles 7, Section 7.27 of the zoning ordinance, and recommend approval of the final site plan design review application for 168 West Maple, Teuta, subject to the following conditions. One, the applicant must comply with the requests of all city departments.
Motion, Mr. Williams, do we have a second?
Support.
Support, Mr. Scher. Any conversation at the board? To the public one last time, for the motion to recommend approval of the final site plan for Teuta, anyone care to comment from the public? I see no one standing, I see no one online raising a hand. We'll bring it back to the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion unanimous. Congratulations, looking forward to it. When would construction begin, do you think?
Pretty soon.
Soon? Excellent. Congratulations. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to our next item, which is site plan and design review for 135 Pierce, La Pecora Nera. Request for a final site plan and design review for new outdoor dining.
All right.
Yes.
I'm
Good
Lauren
evening.
Milia, Planning and Sustainability Intern, and I'm presenting La Pecora Nera's outdoor dining proposal. There have been some changes since this was posted, the agenda was posted, and they did submit all the materials that we asked of them. So, and I've given you the signatures that we received. And, yeah, this picture is the old one. Here's the new one. And I also wanted to pull up Google Maps real quick.
I have it open in the other Google Chrome window if you want.
Oh, there's another Google Chrome window, perfect.
There we go.
Yeah. So the reason I pulled this up is so you can see where Toast's outdoor seating starts, like the one that's just outside the building. So they are proposing taking up one parking spot in front of Craig Ryan for an outdoor dining platform.
One car between two decks.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to have, oops, 2 large tables inside, 2 small tables outside. There's a trash receptacle. There's going to be planters on either side and fencing around the platform and 2 umbrellas on the platform. And that's really pretty much it.
Can you go back to the picture, outdoor picture, the overhead?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had a question. If you take into account, it looks like there's going to be 1 parking place between 2 decks?
Yeah, there is.
And
Yeah.
and how many feet is it between the decks?
Between the decks, I'm not sure.
It's about 25 feet, 24 feet, because they have that little X,
I was going to say
Right, they
that
have a
there's an
little
X on
extra
both
space.
sides of the space that would remain, correct?
which, full disclosure, Toast has a planter in, so it's probably more like 20 feet. Our parallel parking spaces are pretty generous lengthwise, plus the X's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toast has a planter in the X, and approved as such?
Well,
No.
Yeah, they don't necessarily.
I'll have
allow
to check
it
the
if it's
plans.
approved.
Yeah.
I'll
Why
have to
don't
check
you
the
do
plans,
that?
refer to the plans.
Get rid of the planter.
And related, if I may, Chair Klein.
Please.
It's at least worth mentioning, if you got to put your way back hat on, when Philanthropy was in there, they had a deck approved in the same location
Yeah.
with the same condition, which they were only there for a short while and their deck was only up once, but we didn't have any incidents.
Okay.
It's not fair to say there will never be any incidents. That's not my job, but previously when that deck was up, there was no
Okay.
Yeah,
issue.
okay.
I think the overhead is helpful, though.
Yeah, it is. Okay, other questions from the board? I don't see
I don't
any.
understand these handouts. What are we looking at here?
Yeah, let's just run through this real quickly. So the top one we received, and do we need to receive these into the packet? I don't know if we still do that, but we have written consent of the sole manager of Pierce Birmingham Place, is LLC.
Who's that?
Is that the owner of the building?
The
Yes.
property owner, yeah.
Property owner? Did they sign the application? Or-
It was the secretary, I believe, that signed the application.
So it was somebody from this list that did sign on the owner's behalf?
Yeah, Biana.
Right.
Biana.
Yeah, we'll have to check, but the answer is yes.
Okay.
And what's the other document?
The other document is what now? This looks like it's a
That's
letter
Craig Ryan,
from Craig, so the actual tenant
yeah.
granting approval for them to go in front of their space?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to note that on the original memo, it also says the neighboring property owner. That's not accurate. The whole building is owned by the same owner. It just
Different
meant
tenant,
the
though.
property owner, but we did get consent from the neighboring tenant and the property owner.
Okay.
In short, these aren't required, but we like to make sure that they're being friendly
Well,
with their neighbors.
consent is required.
Consent's only required from the property owner,
Okay.
technically. But this is very similar to Snap Taco,
Fair.
where we felt that strongly that Faraday was going to be impacted, so we asked them to bring us a letter. This is
So we
very
have the
similar.
adjacent tenant and we have the owner of the property that say this is fine. Okay.
Okay, that's
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
I see the applicant is here. Didn't bring me a turkey sandwich, which is mistake number one. But, if they'd like to come forward, I don't know if it's a conflict of interest, but the original La Pecora Nero was about a block too close to my office downtown, and got far too much of my money over the years. But please, if you could
Thank you for
introduce
coming
yourself
in.
and,
David Ash on behalf of La Pecoronera, and thanks for having us here tonight.
great. Do you have anything to add? I mean, would this be, what are your hours? How long, what was the time frame that this space would be open? Is it going to be people just buying a sandwich and going and sitting there on their own? Is there going to be service? Just help us understand what
That
you're
is
trying to
correct.
do.
We wouldn't change our service model. People would buy food and go sit outside or coffee or such, and it would be our standard hours. So our 10 to 7, Monday through Saturday, and 10 to 4 on Sunday.
Okay.
So who cleans it?
Who cleans it? We clean it,
Okay.
always.
I don't have any questions.
Any other questions?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Well,
We'll go to
I would
the
say-
public.
I would say I absolutely understand your concern about this being in between. In consideration of that, in looking at what an average parallel parking spot is, between 20 and 24 feet, something that we considered. And I think that this is in line with the mission of Birmingham being a walkable city and being able to sit outside and enjoy the summer months.
Okay. Is there anyone from the public that would care to comment on this? Anyone in the public care to comment on the application for an outdoor dining permit? I see no one in here standing up. I see no one online. Bring it back to the board. So I'm a little concerned about that parking space, but at the same token, there was one here before, and we didn't really hear any complaints. If we get complaints, well, we can always call the owner and tell them we have issues. I don't know. They're not open.
Well,
I mean, they're
let me
only
put it
open
this way.
part-time? I don't know.
On Maple, it's a lot harder to park
Yes.
than this.
Fair.
Yeah.
And you all should know, there is recourse. If cars are striking this, it's an annual permit. Not saying this would happen, but we cannot issue a
Yeah,
permit.
no, I
if-
know.
if
And
it
no one
causes
wants
public
that. We don't
safety
want
issues.
anybody to hit this, so.
No, of course not. No, especially him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, is anyone,
Sure.
other comments? Mr.
No,
Scher?
no other comments. I'll make a motion, though.
I'd entertain one.
If you find it to be in order.
I would entertain one, yes.
All right. I move we adopt the findings of the Planning Department in the report dated June 24, 2026, related to the approval criteria in Article 7, Section 7.27 of the zoning ordinance, and approve the final site plan design review application for 135 Pierce La Pecoronera, subject to the following conditions. Number one, the applicant must submit details of the proposed materials. Number two, the applicant must submit details on all proposed outdoor dining elements, including but not limited to overhead weather protection, heating elements, and trash receptacles. Three, the applicant must provide on the site plan dimensions from the building face to the nearest outdoor dining elements. Number four, the applicant will be required to obtain approval from they've obtained the approval,
Yeah,
so
they've
we're
obtained
fine there. Number four, the applicant must comply with the requests of all city departments.
Support.
Motion, Mr. Scher, support, Mr. Williams. Conversation at a board level. Seeing none to the public one last time. Anyone from the public care to comment on the motion to approve the final site plan and design review for the Coronera? See no one from the public, so we'll bring it back to the board.
Can we ask the applicant to talk about what the weather protection will be like for the site? through the outdoor dining?
Absolutely. So this will be an open platform. We will have, the deck itself will be Trex decking, so as far as like the materials,
Yeah.
they're sufficient for all seasons. We will have umbrellas to
Okay.
cover diners and
It's fine.
people sitting.
Generally what you've got shown there.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. With that, we've gone to the public, back to the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion unanimous. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. Moving along with all due speed. Project updates. I don't know if anybody has any comments or questions for Mr. Dupuy or staff.
Did have one. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Did I tell you guys that the Woodward and Maple project got all their variances? I think I did.
What?
Yes.
The Bestech project? Okay, good.
The what project, sorry?
Maple and Woodward,
The best tack on.
they were
Oh,
awarded their variances.
By the,
The ZBA?
yeah, Board of Zoning Appeals. So what's happening with the Raids project, eh?
I mean, it just keeps snailing along. You see that they're putting limestone on the piers in the first floor now. I always knew that they were doing like up and down at the same time, so I'm assuming they've adjusted to the lower levels for a moment, but it's just slowly moving forward.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Any other questions?
No?
All right. We have I didn't see any administrative approval requests, none? So the agenda for July 8th, our next meeting, will be short-term rentals and the zoning ordinance update, if I'm correct, right?
If there is anything to
If
report.
there's anything to report, of course.
I might suggest that. I think the first item will be plenty.
Can I ask you at the July meeting to address whether they're here, the consultants here or not, to address how we increase public participation? That came up at the Monday meeting.
Sure, yeah,
And I think it would probably be good if we would talk through that.
That sounds
And
good. We have some,
get input and,
And you said you have ideas as a staff, I think.
We have internal ideas as well.
well,
yes.
let's
throw it on the table.
let's try to get it out and
Okay.
see if we can't talk through the public participation, because I think we have to do better on that.
I would just add for the short-term rental conversation, just board, as we come into that meeting, if I could ask, and you always do prepare, but if we could be ultimately prepared for that meeting. I have no illusions that one reading of anything is going to result necessarily in setting a public hearing at the next meeting. But at the same token, we do have a bit of a timeline on us that I want us to keep our nose to the grindstone, pedal to the metal, whatever idiom, adage you want to use. I don't want us to get too comfortable. So with that being the only major thing on the agenda, I would like to spend whatever time we need on it and have all discussions, at least as deep as we can, to help us find our facts and help push this, continue to push forward in a positive manner. All right. The 22nd just got filled up, a couple of items.
Two.
And with that, do we have any other business before the board?
This is
I should have, but no.
a record for you.
With that, meeting adjourned.